As entrepreneurs, we're telling everyone that we're smart, innovative, creative, but sometimes the industry norms are the things that we follow. In this video, I want to challenge you about one of the norms in relation to repositories, cloud repositories. Let's see how brave you are to think outside of the box. Okay, so today I want to challenge you about GitHub and GitLab and all the other cloud repository services. I want to ask you a question, a very simple question. I want to think about it deeply. My question is as follows. We have the cloud repositories, okay? You know, we're managing passwords. Why, instead of using one password and all the password vaults, why not just save all your secrets? You know, your password, your two-factor authentication password, your banking details, your credit cards, all those things which are changing all the time as a document in one of the cloud repositories, in GitHub or GitLab. It's a good idea, eh? You can access it anytime. You, you can run version control when the passwords are changing. It's a very simple way to manage passwords, is it? So most IT guys will say, no way, you nuts, you know? What, to put my passwords, my bank passwords on GitLab? No way, like nobody's doing that. Okay, let's think about it. Why not? Why are you not doing that? Well, the answer is quite obvious. Only crazy people would put their secrets in the cloud. You know, I have my banking passwords with me. Nobody, I don't want anyone to enter my bank and to, wire my money or who knows what. Okay, so I want to ask you a question. Now be honest with yourself. What is your total value, cash value? Is it $10,000, $100,000? I'll be generous with you, okay? I think that most people don't have such cash amounts or cash value after all your loans and debts and stuff like that. Let's assume that your cash value is $1 million. Okay, you have $1 million in the bank. If I break your bank account, I can shake $1 million out of you. Okay, now I have another question. I'm looking at a lot of pitch decks, okay, and I'm in touch with a lot of companies. What's the value of your startup? What's the value of your technology? Is it $1 million? $10 million? $20 million? I never saw a pitch deck in which companies are saying, oh, my value is less than $20 million. Okay? So let's assume your value is $20 million. Okay, so now I want to ask you, you wouldn't risk $1 million access to your bank account details, but you would risk $20 million of your IP and you place it in the cloud, in Git. That's really strange. I mean, if you really believe that your value is $20 million, so why do you put it in the cloud? Why do you store it in the cloud? And if you don't believe that it's $20 million, why do you write that it's $20 million? And if you don't think that there is any risk in storing things in GitLab, GitHub, and stuff like that, why wouldn't you store your banking details in the cloud? You know how we call this in business? We call it bad rule of judgment. Or if you want to go further deep, call it cognitive dissonance. You know, when you're making different decisions on the same circumstances, or when your decisions are not rational, it means that there is some kind of a problem in your rule of judgment. My point is that storing your code in the cloud, GitLab, GitHub, it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. And everyone is doing that. So you saying to yourself, oh, but this guy is nuts, like who is this guy not to store my code in the cloud? Like, no, I'm telling you, no, I'm not storing my code in the cloud. So what am I doing? What my company is doing? I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing. I'm storing my code in my own self-hosted Git server. I have full control of my intellectual property. Full control. I don't rely on anyone. Like I don't store my banking details in the cloud. I don't store my code, my databases, and my IP in the cloud. It's so simple. So all what you need to do is apt-get install git, and you have your own Git server. And you can manage your own Git repository. You don't have to use Git. You can use any other open source product you want, whatever. But that was really plain and simple example of bad decisions we're making and doing in our startups. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm planning to challenge you with more ideas. Please subscribe to the channel, and please, if you want the slides of those videos, I post them on my Telegram channel, and you can download them and do with it whatever you want. See you later.